what it is, brother of mine. Welcome back to another episode of the Brotherhood podcast.
Yeah.
Crimson Ink.
Black Rose.
Yes, sir. And you were just talking about something before we were off air. You were saying Blueface wanted to fight Tekashi.
Yes, 6ix9ine, and he said, "Well, this is what happened. Apparently, this nigga Blueface boxes in real life, like he does.
Yeah, I've seen some of the videos on like Snapchat and shit.
Yeah, so this dude beat one of these guys who's supposed to be like big time in it. So
I mean, like a boxer,
yeah,
like he beat a boxer.
Yeah, so he's supposed
how
to be,
big time though, nigga? Like,
yeah, no,
because
all these
like YouTube niggas.
Yeah, I'm talking about in the circuit that they're in, like it's like an underground boxing league. Like, so,
what is this, Fight Club?
It feels like.
How do we know about this? Everybody breaking the first rule.
Yeah, exactly,
first rule. Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club.
But yeah, he said he said he would. So I was like, man, that'd be kind of crazy to see that fight, considering Tekashi be talking crazy. Like, he could beat everyone up.
Yo, dude is simply, like, in my opinion, dude is like a super troll. Like, I feel like nothing he says carry any fucking merit.
Nah.
He just says shit. Because
he just talks.
You know what I mean? And he's also protected.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's going to matter. But I don't know if I pay money, but I would like to see the results of that fight. I'm not paying for it, but I would love to see the results of
I'd watch the highlights.
Yeah, I'd catch the highlights.
I'm not about to watch whack rapper and whack rapper fight each other, dog. I'm sorry.
I feel like this is a thing, though. Like, now we're seeing a lot of, like, non-boxers want to box and shit like that. Like, what's that dude's name? Jake Paul and Logan Paul. Both them niggas, the Paul brothers out here fighting. Yeah. And, I mean, they're not beating anybody worth talking about. But this nigga, one of them niggas was talking about, he won, I don't even remember who he said, but he won one of the top niggas. I'm like, yo, you might want to sit your ass down, brother. It's one thing to be training for a couple of years and fight a nigga who's retired and all that shit. Like, but it's another to be fighting a nigga who's actively doing this shit at a high level
and at the top.
That's why I be like, that's that Conor McGregor shit when he wanted to fight Mayweather. It's like, yeah, and that nigga toyed with you for rounds until he was like, all right, I'm tired, nigga. Like, I'm ready to go home.
This boxing match is over.
I don't care what nobody's talking about. Oh, let's give him credit. He landed some punches. I was like, nigga, so what? Credit? No credit, nigga. This nigga tried to throw elbows and shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong?
This was a UFC. Fuck
out of here, man. Fuck out of here, bruh.
Crazy.
Yo,
thought this was gonna be a fair fight.
Nah. This nigga, these motherfuckers is tripping, but
yeah, dog. But I wouldn't pay to see that at all.
Nah,
I just want to catch it at the end. But it's just interesting to me.
I could dig that, man.
Yeah, like, hey, at least they want to fight, nigga.
Let's get back to this Royce and Lupe shit, man, because this shit is soured for me, bruh. Like,
I get it,
like, tremendously at first, because I thought this shit was, when it first popped off, I thought this shit was just hip hop.
Yeah,
I thought this was two niggas just trading bars because that's what they do, having a good time, having a little fun, you know what I mean? But
right,
yo, this shit got grimy real quick.
It got grimy quick as hell, nigga. Like, what the fuck?
Like, this shit is like I don't know if I've said this already, but shit's like watching your parents fight, nigga.
Yeah,
this shit is
up.
ugly, man. Like, I don't want to see that, because these are two of my favorites,
man, with
no real reason to be beefing with each other. As far as I know, I'm an outside looking in,
right,
but
of course, but like,
shit, what are you gonna do,
man? I
would have loved to hear some records from these niggas,
but
feels like we're not going to get that.
Yeah, not anytime soon anyway.
But my bigger question now, after Lupe has recruited Mickey Fax, who is Royce's rapper friend?
It's going to be Crooked I, dog.
You think if it's Crook, bruh,
that's another thing. So I read something on that too, because Royce had Crooked had commented on it. He said, this would be a damn shame if this was a thing that got Slaughterhouse back together and I couldn't even do it. Like,
honestly, like, depending, like, because on Joe Budden's podcast, bro, they all but confirmed that at some point this shit is gonna happen.
Yeah,
I think that was like last year when he was on the phone with all them niggas and they was just chatting it up after him and Crooked squashed the beef that Joe and Crooked had, or whatever the case may be. But I mean, you don't want this to bring Slaughterhouse back together.
Because then they're not going to just stop there. They got to eat up everybody else.
Nigga, it's ridiculous. Although I would be 100% like
down for that.
Look, Lupe, Mickey, I'll be sorry, nigga, that you guys have to be the fucking victims of that shit, the sacrificial lambs. But if it gets Slaughterhouse back, nigga, I am 100% for that shit.
Nah, for sure.
Not even an ounce of fucking regret on that shit.
Nah, because like, man, like Slaughterhouse is beastie, dog.
Slaughterhouse is fucking beastie, bruh.
There are lyricism and hip hop personified, dog. Like these niggas do it.
I mean, like that's what I love about it, though. I love about the idea of Slaughterhouse in general is just niggas who rapping.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? This isn't about clever, catchy hooks. This isn't about making pop records. This is about niggas who rapping. And I love that shit. Yeah. Like I'm always here for niggas who rapping.
Yeah.
Because I feel like just in like obviously if you in hip hop and you know where to find it and shit like that, you can always find that shit. But I feel like there needs to be a more influx. Like I feel like anytime there's quote unquote like hip hop news, it never has anything to do with music. You know what I mean? Like we just
drama outside of it.
That's what I'm saying. We were just talking about the baby and his fucking dumbass homosexual rant.
Yeah,
like, you know, he's a fucking weirdo for that shit.
That's just weird, bro. Like,
you know what I mean? But it just continues because then that's where all the controversy is. I'm trying to remember what it was. Well, I would say like it reminds me of like the little Nas X shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like when his video dropped, that's all they talked about. I didn't hear anybody talk about whether the song was good or not.
Nothing, right? Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's no diss to him at all, but that's just the way it goes now. Like it's always going to be persona over
gimmicks and imagery. Man.
That's that's what it is. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like I don't fuck with that. That's just me. Like I like to hear like if you dope, I'm gonna hear it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't need the extra. I don't need
the whole like smoke and mirrors thing to like get into.
Yeah, basically.
Get into. Like that's ridiculous. And the crazy thing is, I never watched the video, bro. Like I never watched the video of his songs. I heard the song on the radio when I was in jail, and I liked it. I was like,
the Montero shit.
Yeah, I was like, this is
that's what I'm saying. Like I've never actually heard. I've never heard it.
I didn't even know who it was. I was like, hey, this song's kind of dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like,
I can see that. My thing is like, I feel like, and I've said this before. If everybody was blind, music would be judged differently.
Man.
Like, because I feel like you wouldn't be worried about niggas talking about what watch they wearing because, nigga, who can see that shit? Who cares?
Hey, you know, the crazy, that's ironic because in a parallel universe, if everybody was blind doing music, there'd be a lot less people doing music.
There'd be, I can say that too, because I feel like a lot of people are in it for the visual aspects of it.
Fame includes the visual. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you have fame, and it's about most of the shit, it's about visuality. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, oh yeah, I'm looking fly. You know what I'm saying? You're at the concert. Everything's about where this is at, what you're doing, how you're looking when you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? And you have to care about music at that point. And like,
it'd be different.
Really care about
it would be completely different, man. That's and it's a shame that's where we're at right now, man. Because
real shit.
There's a lot of dope MCs who are just like. In without being swept under the rug, because like I said, if you in hip hop, you know where to find niggas.
Yeah.
But it's like they deserve bigger opportunities to play bigger stages and do stuff like that that they're probably not gonna get because we're too busy trying to find the next big pop act that the white kids can latch on to. You know what I mean? And like that's really what it comes down to. That's because if you live in hip hop, chances are your fan base is gonna be directly hip hop and related. Once you branch out and you become like a pop act, that's when you become the moneymaker for your labels or the clothing lines and shit like that.
For all that shit, you get endorsements, all that shit.
And it's like I just don't feel like it's fair to dudes like Dave East and like Joyner Lucas who are out there kicking ass, and like rapping their asses off,
and rapping from the heart and soul, like rapping shit. You know what
I'm
saying? And like. There's these people who get to say the same shit over and over,
and that's what I'm saying.
And
like
they get to have that. Like they get to have that. Like that's crazy.
And that's why I feel like a lot of times these dudes get put in underrated conversations. When, like I've always said, like in hip hop, these niggas ain't underrated. They just don't have the same pop appeal that a lot of niggas do. And that's why it's like whenever somebody says something, like I always see this like on hip hop pages, it'll be like, oh, who's the most underrated MC? And the nigga always be like, oh, Black Thought. And I'd be like, how?
He's not underrated.
You nigga ain't underrated at all. You know what I mean? Niggas know Black Thought. If you in hip hop, if you talking about from a quote unquote like success based on pop standards and shit, that's different. But
if you know hip hop,
you gotta know what it is. Yeah, you gotta know what it is. You gotta know what it is. And I think that's the bigger problem. Is a lot of people don't know what it is a lot, and especially like the younger generation coming up because they get all their hip hop from like SoundCloud and like Instagram, and a lot of these niggas are famous and got deals, and they over here flashing money that they don't even have without even having a song out.
Shit,
like
crazy.
That shit to me is
crazy.
insane.
You know, it goes back to saying like when shit sounds good, like albums with two people, like different issues, they sound good on paper.
On paper, yeah.
That's what I think niggas are treating hip hop in a sense like a basketball roster. It's because they find names.
I've always said that.
Yeah, but like, now they're doing it a lot, and people are not even making songs. They're just part of the label because of like the name.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we got so and so. Oh man, I didn't even know he was signed to. Whoa, like. Damn, dog! Like
I felt like that because I felt like even like in Rockefeller's later years, like Dame was just signing any nigga who could rap. He was like, "Oh, Twister, come on, let's go. CNN, come on, let's go." Like,
this nigga put the whole like significant part of hip hop in Rockefeller,
and it was just like, what was the point though? Like, it's not a basketball game. And then a lot of them niggas wasn't cutting albums while they were on Rockefeller, so that shit was, it's weird. But and I do feel like that a lot of times labels feel like it's basketball because it's like, oh, if we get the best rapper, we'll be able to do but that's not always the case. Because I mean, you look at G Unit, them niggas cut maybe how many albums did Banks cut while he was like an active member of G Unit?
Oh,
maybe like 2.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But he deserved more.
Yeah,
Banks deserved to be able to do a lot of the shit that he should have been able to do. But labels are funny that way because especially when your focus is one artist. And you don't really ever get to the other ones. You're like, we got to push this back because we're pushing this one out, or whatever the case may be. And I feel like we miss out on dope shit because of it. Like, I hate hearing like, oh, an album's coming and that shit, it's being pushed back. I'm like, God damn, nigga, I was ready for that shit, but I mean, that's politics, and I don't fuck with that shit either. I'm here for the music. That's why I love mixtapes.
Yep.
Because you don't really need a label to do that shit.
You just do it.
Just drop them shits, man.
And then you get to hear people's like passion and shit within.
It's different.
Even if it's just on other people's beat, you can tell
mixtapes
that they're loving this shit. People are having fun. They're literally being, transparent and genuine about this shit. So they're not even like thinking. They're just.
That's like I like mixtape Fab more than I like album Fab. And I like Fab albums, but that mixtape Fab is a whole nother ball game.
It's a whole nother monster.
The nigga's on something else. Nigga, what the fuck is that?
It's my watch.
Your little fancy Power Rangers watch, nigga.
First off, man, don't come out and watch Power Rangers.
They should go do 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 do. You just step back and be like, "What up, Zordon? What's going on?" Nigga, I am hilarious. That's the problem. I don't even know what to do with all this hilarity. You see what I did? Like, I got like hilarity as like a physical thing that I can like benefit. I get it. Yeah. Jealousy. So, King's Disease 2.
That shit's gonna be fire.
Okay. You also said it's coming out at the same time as Donda, right?
Yeah, it's just dropping the same
gonna
day.
be crazy. You think that was on purpose, or is that like
Aren't they
completely
like on the same label now?
I don't know how this shit works anymore.
Because I feel like Nas and Kanye work together a lot lately.
But I had a question about that. Like, okay, so he's dropping King's Disease 2, and it made me think about the Blueprint 2, Blueprint 3, Food and Liquor 2. Is there an expectation that comes with dropping like an album like that?
It is. Because like even with Jeezy's The Recession 2, he dropped, and everybody said the same thing. Why? Like, it's hard to top the one that you're trying to double up, because the one you're doubling up is obviously of the classic one out of your catalog.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, do like, let's say, okay, Jay, was there an album between Blueprint 1 and Blueprint 2? I'm pretty sure there was. I don't got my phone because we're using it to record, but like, let's say there was. What are like, why the Blueprint 2? Like, was there like an expectation?
No, I think that's the transition.
Or is there like a overall concept or something that just goes with it? Like, where if you name this your 2, it kind of has to have the same feel, or is there something?
See, I don't know I don't know how that like works for, because I guess it just it's contingent upon the artist. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I could dig that,
because Jay-Z, I don't know. Like, it's hard to like gauge where he was going with it, because Blueprint 2 is still fire.
Yeah,
you know like, but I still like Blueprint 1 better. Like, but I feel like Blueprint 2 did up the ante. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Blueprint 1 was more classic, but Blueprint 2 brought that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's always been weird to me to see that. Like, when Lupe dropped Food and Liquor 2, it was just kind of like,
what do we expect?
Like, what do we expect? Like, is this like, how is it a continuation of the first album, or is it just you got lazy and couldn't find another name for your album or some shit?
That could be.
I don't know, man. I don't fucking know.
That could be the case too sometimes.
I mean, if that's the case, I could dig that shit. But I mean, like, it just
Method and Red. Blackout too.
But I also think that's unique, different to them because that's just something they have done together. You know what I mean?
Sense.
Where it's like not the same. Like I feel like if you got like another two artists who have done a project together and they named it something like if didn't R. Kelly and Jay-Z do a Best of Both Worlds too?
Yeah, they did two of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it works in that sense.
That makes sense.
Like I get that more. It's just I've always wondered that about like the idea of naming your album after an album you've already done, because King's Disease was fire. King's Disease has to up the ante, otherwise, what the fuck? I don't care.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna slam that shit if I don't get the firm on this album too. I'm gonna be real.
You gotta get the firm on this album.
I'm gonna be real pissed the fuck off.
You ever listen, nigga? Make sure you put the firm on this album.
Yes, bring nature into this shit too, man.
Nature, that's who was missing.
Yeah,
okay, I knew somebody was off.
Yeah. It was nature. It was nature. But I would love to hear a part 2 to Firm Biz.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, Firm Biz was the shit.
Firm Biz to you, baby.
Just the beginning. Oh, boom.
Yeah, just
and that nigga AZ just started.
Nigga, man, like him starting the record is like, all right, let's go, bro. Let's fucking go.
It's on and popping, nigga.
That shit is, that nigga. Oh man,
it's crazy.
I would love to get another Firm album, like to real talk, man. That shit'd be dope. Man. Give me more Foxy.
I could. Hell yeah, nigga. Like I feel like Dre would be down for that shit right now.
You say Dre?
I think he'd be down.
Oh fuck yeah, no, I don't think Dre will have a problem with doing another Firm album.
Nah, they like this. You got the Firm. Of course we can.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, hell yeah, nigga.
I'm gonna get down with that shit. What are your expectations for Donda?
I think that the album is gonna be dope as shit. I went back to listen to shit on Kanye, like based on the fact I knew this album was coming out. That Kanye is something. He's something else, Like
he's a different monster, and I feel like we gotta start putting more respect on this nigga name. Just because this nigga been wilding out for a bit,
don't matter.
Yeah.
I guess you know who else wilded out? Pop too, but everybody still loves this nigga.
And
Kanye wilded out a different way. Shit happens, my nigga.
Shit does happen.
But when I was listening to these albums, I was like, this nigga Kanye can write. Like he has his mind like is different. Like he just I don't know. Like he says a lot of stuff. He says is shit we think. But he
just don't be saying yeah.
The way he said it too, you know what I'm saying? Like damn, like just felt like Family Biz is one of my all-time favorite songs.
That's a cold cut too,
because of the way he conveyed the whole. Because it makes you feel like you and yo fan, like the way he did it. He was like, and you have to tell my girl I used to peek in the bed, like shit like that. Even though it's funny, it's
my Uncle
dope.
Ray, she'd always performing. Second he storm out, this she storm in. That
shit like that,
because it's like. It's complex simplicity, and I love that shit. I love complex simplicity. I love it's like when you can convey a very simple concept,
but like
in a way that
like that shit's fire.
Man, I love
Family Biz and Can't Tell Me Nothing. I know it's like supposed to be one of those tracks that people like, oh, he just ripped on. But if people listen to this nigga's words, he was talking about some shit, Like, and I'm like, this nigga Kanye be really saying stuff, and niggas, and you're right. He's literally to me, and I have to agree, he's the first nigga, besides like Dead Prez and all those niggas, you know what I'm saying? But in mainstream, he's the first dude to actually be unapologetically black, like with no care. This is the same nigga that said Bush don't care about black people.
Yep.
On national television with no prompt, he just said it.
Said that shit.
Dude, he's been, the fucking whole College Dropout was literally about our struggle as a people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was, I mean, he's been doing this shit forever.
And I think I've made this point, obviously not on the show, but I'm gonna make it right now. I feel like people's reaction to how he reacts to things have dictated how the rest of the world looks at him, and we have fallen suit to that, because it was like, it started with that dumbass Taylor Swift bullshit.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Where he went up there and did one of the most unapologetically black things I've ever seen on fucking TV, and people might not have liked the way he did it or whatever the case may be, but at the same time, we really gonna say that Taylor Swift is better than Beyonce in any way? No, nigga, no, right? So we skip down a couple of years. We get to the Grammys. They asked him a question about album of the year. This nigga said, I think Beyonce should have won it. That was the year Beck won. I don't know shit. I didn't hear the Beck album. Be honest, I didn't hear the Beyonce album either. But this is that shit where it's like as soon as he said that, everybody started pulling up the writers on Beyonce's album or how many instruments she played and all that dumb shit. Like that matters. And I always hate
how
that.
did you enjoy the album?
That's what I'm saying. People are like, oh, Beck can play 12 instruments. Nigga, I don't give a fuck if this nigga can play the bassoon. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, was the music dope, nigga? Like, yeah, that is a talent, and I will respect that talent. Yeah, but at the same time, if the music is boring as shit, I don't give a fuck. But then, once again, everybody killed Kanye, and it started up for a conversation of black excellence. When you're black, you're expected to be great. That's why people judge you differently. Yeah. That's why white singers get to come up out of nowhere
and try to do our songs, and then they end up being like, oh, snap.
People be like, oh, shit. Because a lot of what happens, like Adele, great voice, love her, right? But at the same time, she gets a lot of different leeway because she's white, and people don't expect that voice out of her.
Didn't J. Cole say that in the song?
I wonder if my skin pale, would I then sell like Eminem or Adele? Yeah. Like, and then and also let's go with what's the dude? Sam Smith. When he came out, that was the whole conversation. Even Mary J. Blige was like, oh, when I first heard him, I thought he was black. So it became a conversation like, oh, well, he's got a black voice, but he's this white guy. That's crazy. We should like him more. Like, but then there's singers like...
that's how Michael McDonald felt.
Michael McDonald was a baller, though. That nigga just had dope songs.
And his voice was amazing.
But it was like, you know what I mean? At the same time, we have singers like Leela James and Tank and singers who can sing, who don't get that same press, who don't get that same leeway, and they can sing better, in my opinion. And then we skip ahead. Adele wins a Grammy. Mind you, we all shitted on Kanye for saying that Beyonce deserved the video of the year, even though it's fucking MTV, who gives a fuck. Yeah. But we shitted on Kanye twice for standing up for Beyonce. We shitted on him. Everybody hated him. We ridiculed this nigga. Adele gets up there saying Lemonade was a better album. Snaps a Grammy, and everybody fucking cheers.
Ain't that about a bitch?
We turn on our own.
Yeah.
We turn on our own. You know what I mean? That, to me, that makes no sense. Kanye was apologetically black before that shit was cool.
Yeah.
And we shitted on him for it. And I don't care if you agree with me in that. That shit to me is the truth.
Yeah.
That's just the truth. You know what I mean? And it's nothing against these other singers, but we have to admit that there is a different space for white people doing things in black spaces. There's a different...
Justin Bieber is
there's a different
prime example.
Yeah, there's a different set of rules. If Justin Bieber was black, nobody would give a fuck. Shit. Because we already have Chris Brown. What the fuck do we need Justin Bieber for? Like, nigga, this nigga want to be Chris Brown so bad, but... You're not, nigga. I got Chris. I don't need you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's real shit.
But that's just how I feel about it, because I've always felt like that we as black people are quick to be like, holy shit, this white guy raps pretty good. Oh, this white lady sings pretty good. Oh my God, that's incredible. Like, that's... People can sing good all over the place. Why are we not giving that same fucking energy to Selena Johnson and all these different singers who are sitting here who can't even get the same kind of shows that a fucking Adele or a fucking Sam Smith can get? Like, it's just, I just feel like we need to big up our own.
Nicki Jean too.
Yeah, but it's just like, it doesn't even matter. Like, we got to big up our own. Yeah, we got to big up our own, and we just don't. We let them dictate how we should
gonna act towards our own people.
Pretty much, bro.
That shit crazy, dog. Like, it makes no sense to me. It's just, shouldn't even be like that. You know, we should be out there like pushing us. You know what I'm saying? Kanye put a blueprint out there for us to do, and all we did was dump on this nigga. Like,
yeah, and every chance we get, we dumped on that nigga. So to me, it wasn't even hard to see why that nigga went crazy. His mom died. The nigga was having a hard time. Everybody fell out on him. This nigga was talking shit about his wife, even though I didn't fuck with it, but that's still his wife. What the fuck is he supposed to do? Agree with you niggas?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, we're so quick to shit on our own for the wrong reasons, man. Like, Kanye ain't killed nobody. Kanye ain't beat nobody. Kanye ain't did shit. And we shit on this nigga, tried to cancel him. Like, that's crazy to me, man. But I'm excited for Donda.
Yep.
I'm excited to see where the sound is going. I'm definitely, obviously, now that I know that him and Jay are cool again, I'm definitely excited to see what that sound like.
Hell yeah.
Nigga, we gonna Watch the Throne too.
Watch the Throne 1 was already beastie.
Exactly. This shit's gonna be good. That shit's gonna be good. All right. So what's our main topic today?
Posse cuts.
Posse cuts. I love posse cuts, man.
Me too.
And it's always one of those things where you have to. It's a go hard or go home situation, man.
You don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
People on that shit try to fuck you up.
They will.
You gotta do it.
You gotta be able to. You gotta not only be able to come with it. You gotta be able to come with it hard as fuck. Like it's. You gotta hear the other nigga and be like, I'm about to outshine this motherfucker. Like
murk this shit.
Exactly.
But if you don't, you will know. All
right.
People will know.
So what makes a good posse cut?
I don't know. Like, I think like sometimes it's just the people you have in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the combination of people that you have makes the posse cut. It could be about anything. As long as everybody's doing their shit, posse cuts becomes nice. Like, for whatever reason, like, Flavor in Your Ear still stands out to me. Like,
as a dope, it is.
It's not on my list, by the way, but like, it's dope. It's a dope one.
Yeah.
Because everybody talks about, you know what I mean, their flavor. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has a different flavor on the song. Like, and it's the craziest shit. Like, everybody does what they do. You know what I'm saying? And made it a dope shit. It's simple. You hit the brand new flavor in here, nigga. We about to kill this shit. Like, and they did that.
For me, I think it's contrast the styles too.
Yeah.
I think like if you get too many similar dudes, then it's not much of a posse cut.
Nope.
But if you get dudes with like wildly different styles, it just sounds so much better because you're just like, this dude came in like this, and then holy shit, this motherfucker over here came in like this. Like, it should get crazy, and I love that shit. So without further ado, top 5, let's go. I'm gonna win one, nigga. I'm gonna get. How the fuck, bro? Like, I swear to God, can't win for fucking losing up at this motherfucker. All right. My first one is gonna be a little abstract. I got round 4 from the fucking. You got round 4?
Yes, dude.
Nigga, I got round 4.
That shit.
Nigga, yeah, round 4. If you've never heard round 4, it's on Abstract Rude's album. What album was that shit? Music was the album called Musically Inclined?
Or something. Yeah, I think it might.
But it's from Abstract Rude's album, and it features a bunch of dope ass Cali rappers.
Man,
nigga, it's for J Smooth, AC Alone, Rifleman, Neb Love, Fish, fucking Grid Lord, Bus Drive. Like, that shit is. That's a posse cut if I've ever heard one. That shit is like 7 minutes long, but that shit is dope, nigga.
Yeah, that is one of my
That
favorites.
shit is dope. And if you, this was like pinnacle, like quote unquote, like underground, like rap shit, man.
That shit, dude, when we first got into this shit.
That shit was a crazy scene, man. And it was. And it's just, and once again, this is one of those things where everybody comes in. Even the beat switches for certain people, like that shit is fucking. Grid Lord's beat where does that like that
shit. Just
when that nigga came in, you looking at the brand new project, Blow It Employee of the Month. I don't know what to say. I never won anything. Like, that nigga is that shit. Like, look, that's an abstract one, but if you want, I'm telling you, that's something. Everybody, that's something you should check out. Like, if you're a hip hop fan, you should listen to round 4. That shit is nice, man.
It's a dope.
That shit is right, and a lot of them niggas is using boxing metaphors, and that shit's fun as fuck. That shit's dope, nigga.
Dope as fuck, yo.
Yeah. So fuck sake, so we on accord on that one.
Yeah, because that shit was hard. I
want to see what other ones we got, nigga. Let's go.
Your turn.
No, nigga, that was mine.
You did
fucking dipshit.
Oh well, I don't really need the list, but I'm gonna still bring it out because I like lists. This is not no particular order either. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. I don't have that one on there, but that's one of my favorites too.
No, 4, 3, 2, 1 is so beastie because the hook is literally them counting, nigga, and then these niggas, all of them, every last one of them.
Okay. Oh wait, we gotta go back. My bad, because we missed a part. Who had the best verse on round 4?
Oh, great. That's right.
Who had the best verse on round 4?
AC Alone. I like the way he fucking set it off, nigga. He beasted that shit.
I got what's his fuck? I got Abstract Rude, man. That nigga just starts, Godspeed be with you.
His voice is like
hip hop in a heavyweight fashion. After life is in a mass, been doing a thug thistle. Ooh, my scud missed. Like, that shit. That shit's fire, man. Like, I got Ab on that one. I got Ab. You got AC Alone did. He set that shit right off too.
Yeah, it was crazy the way that they were, and it was the announcement at the beginning. It was like, so it was about to go down.
Nigga,
they showed up. Like,
that shit was dope. That shit was dope.
Your turn.
No, it's still your turn. Oh, you got 4, 3, 2, 1. So we still talk about that one.
But like, dude, this song is fucking one of my favorite songs, period, in hip hop. But this song goes hard.
I agree, man.
Method starts off like playing my position. Hot Nixon.
This one. For all the sick ones affliction. Like, yeah,
that's Method. This nigga is just.
I'm telling you, bro. Top 5 dead or alive. That's meth, bro. I don't know. I don't know how you can hear that shit.
Method is, and then this nigga Redman comes on right after him.
That nigga.
I shit it on the nigga, spit it on the nigga,
turn a Christian into a certified sinner.
The time I release time been
explode.
Like you got sent up, I was hitting your ex.
Like
this nigga was wild.
That nigga is crazy, man. Like
and then Cannabis.
That nigga Cannabis, he put his foot in his mouth, but nigga, yeah, let's go, Cannabis fucking hit that shit. Yo, I'm the illest nigga alive. Watch me prove it. I snatch your crowd with your head still attached to it. Cannabis is the type to fight for might, beating niggas to dead and beating dead niggas to life. Like
dead niggas to life.
That nigga is.
And then DMX shows up.
That nigga.
Rest in peace to.
Rest in peace to the God, man. Rest in peace to the God, man. But that nigga stay out the dark. Because when I catch you when the sun is down, we're the cloud.
First off, DMX is so fucking.
His style is so fucking unique. I love his style is so unique.
He can rap any way he wants, and it still fits.
That nigga just
and then LL.
Do you value your life as much as your possessions? Don't be a stupid nigga. Learn a lesson.
I'm gonna get you either way. If it's ready, and I'll get you.
Like that nigga's, I'm gonna get you either way. Like
just don't be an idiot. Like
just chill the fuck out, nigga.
And this nigga LL Cool J just
it's unfortunate that Cannabis had to be the fucking
had to be the guy.
Had to be on the fucking receiving end of that shit, man.
Tell little shorty with the big mouth, the bank is closed. The signal my arm is off limit for challenges. Y'all stole the bust of swords. I swing the Excalibur.
That shit, nigga.
He was literally going
in. That nigga was going in. That nigga was like, I know they was like, damn, nigga, how many
a ball playing with Mike.
Swinging King Griffey and challenging Roy to a fight.
Those were the 3 niggas back then. Like
nigga just
those niggas.
You ain't picking up a ball playing with Mike. You ain't swinging with King Griffey or challenging Roy to a fight, nigga.
None of these shits are happening.
That shit was fucking. Who so who had the best verse, nigga? I feel like it's pretty obvious, only because he had more bars.
LL, nigga.
Yeah, LL fucking smoked that shit, nigga.
He killed that shit.
LL fucking smoked that shit. Rest in peace, Cannabis.
Rest in peace.
That nigga ain't dead, but
he's dead.
Yeah, he did a number on you, nigga.
Yeah, he's dead. Go ahead.
All right. So for my next one, I got 24 Hours to Live.
I knew you were gonna pick
that shit. That was that's still one of my favorite joints, man. Everybody, Black Rob, rest in peace. DMX, rest in peace. Both them niggas just killed that shit. The Locks killed that shit.
Man, everybody was on.
Mace kid. The only thing it was missing for me was a verse from Busta. Like Busta would have set that shit off, man. Busta would have set that shit off.
Killed that shit.
But that's one of my joints, man. I love that shit. Like that song goes so damn hard. Mace just start, and I love how everybody stays on the subject, man. And like everybody, and it's interesting too because I love how like you're hearing how each of these niggas would spend 24 hours like. Yo, Styles just don't give a fuck. That nigga was ready to die.
Yeah, he was ready to go, nigga.
Because if I had 24 hours to kick the bucket, fuck it.
Fuck it.
I'd probably eat some fried chicken, drink a Nantucket, nigga. Jadakiss was in there killing.
Oh, Jadakiss always.
Jadakiss, they fucking chic, nigga. That nigga was rude as fuck with that shit. That nigga came in aggressive. He's talking about robbing a bank and the shit. And he said, take the bank teller with a Philly face fucker in the safe and have her take me to a place. We'll have a kid that's selfish and that'll be bad for my kid to have the same shit that his pops just had. Yeah. When I'm down to 3 and T, I'm gonna be strapped with TNT, run to City Hall and take all them niggas with me. Like, yo, so who had the best verse on that shit?
Everybody had different perspectives.
Yeah. Who had the best verse though, nigga?
Yeah. I have to go with Sheik, actually. You
gotta go with Sheik?
Yeah.
I got X. I think DMX had the best.
DMX had a cold-ass verse.
DMX had, I think, the coldest verse, though, just in my opinion, just because he came in ready to die, too. He was just like, it's 24 left until my death. I'm going to end a lot of lives, but I'm going to cherish every breath. Like, who says that shit? I know exactly where I'm going, but I'm going to send you there first. And with the shit that I'll be doing, I'm going to send you there worse. Like,
DMX crazy.
X is a fucking monster.
He's a fucking beast.
All right, nigga, what you got?
All right. I got Fight the Power remix. It was on I don't know if you even heard this song.
I don't think I have that. I didn't know there was a remix to that shit.
Chuck D, Black Thought, Nas, Rhapsody.
This shit must be newish.
It was like last year. Rhapsody, NYG, nigga.
How do I not know about that shit?
This shit was hard, nigga. Everybody basically had their own perspective. It was so fucking dope. Rhapsody, though.
Yo, rap?
Oh, my God.
Rap is nice, nigga. I don't care what you say. Rap is already moved her way into my top 10, nigga.
Period. Period. I'm talking both sides.
Yeah, no, it ain't no shit.
Yeah, Rhapsody is top 10. Period. Like she's. I used to dribble over Jean Grey like this, but Rhapsody is like, I don't know, man.
Nigga, she's another level of monster, man. Like
her brain works.
She got two brains, nigga.
Yeah,
like that.
She's
shit.
got two brains.
She working at a different college. She working at a different place than everybody else.
Yeah, no, she's fucking fire. Black Thought obviously killed it. You put Nas and Black Thought on the same fucking song.
Yeah, that shit's
fucking
crazy.
Chuck D, dog. I can't even understand what made this even happen. But that shit was hard. Rhapsody's verse was the best one to me. I just feel like
I can't even speak. I haven't heard this shit, but yeah,
hard.
shit.
And she's like, you know about Black Panther, but you don't know Fred Hampton. What?
Yeah, nigga.
What? Who says that? Like, yes, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah, rap is a special, man.
Yeah,
she's
elite. Jeez.
yeah. I say it's all right. My next one, I got Remember the Titans from Joe Budden's Move
Royce,
Music 4. Yeah. Lloyd Banks.
No, Lloyd Banks and who else?
Fab.
Oh, yeah,
Fab. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That shit is fucking dope. Nigga, those are one of the ones I love songs with no hooks. Because like you just like one nigga get finished and another nigga just come in and be like, I got it. Don't even worry about it. I'm taking over this shit. Like, and then it's just each one up the ante, man. Like fucking Fab coming in, just killed it. Then Joe came in and just fucking killed it. I love that bar when that nigga was like, withstand the hatred. Dudes falling off, doing all they can to save it. But everybody's run stops. Ask Brandon Jacobs. Like, that shit was fucking dope, nigga. They got a bunch of bars like that in that shit, too. Just straight killing. Just a straight, absolute killer. And so, you've heard it, though, right?
I heard the song.
Who had the best verse?
Royce.
Yes. I did Royce.
Oh, I'm sorry. He destroyed that.
That just he came in was just, this is for the drummers and the naysayers. Like, just, man, I don't even know what to say. Like, Royce did have the best verse, but all them verses was fire, man. And it was good to hear Banks at his best.
Yes.
Like, that shit was good,
Banks
man.
was killing that shit. Facts.
Yeah, niggas was on one, man. And if you ain't heard that, you should go check that shit out, man. Y'all sleeping on Joe. Like, real talk. Y'all, you better clear your mind of that reality show shit, man, because Joe's a killer, too.
A monster.
Joe's a killer.
He's a monster. It's just
it's the nature of the beast, bruh.
Yeah. Hey.
All right, so what you got?
I'm beaming the remix. No, I can't do that one because it's technically. Well, maybe not. I could do that one. Fuck that. I'm beaming the remix. Dude, this nigga Lupe with all these niggas, like it was like I forgot what year it was, but most of those niggas was on the XXL cover. It's fucking Diggy, Asher Roth, Cool Kids.
Yeah, so why wouldn't you be able to do that one?
Because Lupe called them the All-American Chess.
Man, that don't count. That's not no real group.
All right, well, B.O.B. was in it, nigga. This shit was fucking crazy, nigga. The whole Diggy was in it. Everybody was in here snapping.
I ain't never heard that one either.
Dude, they were snapping. This nigga Lupe is
So I guess it goes without saying that Lupe had the best verse on that shit?
No.
Who had the best verse?
Fuck. Bob. B.O.B. did.
He said Bob.
Yeah, because he was saying, because in the verse. But that nigga, B.O.B. he snapped at the end. It's B to the O to the B. You know it's the flow. You know it's the beat. I floated this beat at easy as going to the store and holding receipts and holding them neat. What the fuck?
Yeah, that shit. All right, I'm gonna have to check that. He was. That nigga fell off to me, man.
What happened?
He started talking flat earth shit and being crazy. I don't know. Beefing with scientists,
hey,
nigga.
Hey, this nigga think he's a clone too.
Yeah. All right. I got the Change the Game remix.
Oh, yeah.
That shit. I was like, man, because the original was already a dope one, but it always sounded like a West Coast beat to me. And just to get the dog pound on that, like, man, that was...
Psycho, light up, jazz, nigga. So when you see the OC,
that shit was nice, man. And just the way Daz comes in, man. Daz he took no prisoners, bro.
Hold up.
Wait a minute. Yo. Yeah, Daz took no. Corrupt was kill everybody. And then it reminded me how dope Memphis Bleak was.
Yeah, like he went in. Everybody went in.
Bleak wasn't playing, man. He was not playing with these niggas. Like at all. Like at all. Not even the slightest. Yeah,
that's shit.
So who had the best verse? I already told you about it. I texted that shit to you yesterday because I was just listening to it. I was like, yeah. Yeah, I got that one. Who do you say?
Oh man. Daz did have
I gotta go with Daz on that one, man.
Daz
just to me, he just came in ready to murder anything that moved, and that's the way you got to do it. And I was like, yeah, let's go Daz. Like, it wasn't no question. It wasn't no question to me. Like, I think it would go with him, then Jay, and then you could flip a coin for who else. But
everybody did their shit.
Everybody did their thing, but him and Jay stood out. But Daz just, woo, he wasn't playing, taking no prisoners. All right. So what you got? I got, that was it. Let's go. Who you got?
Oh.
Or what you got?
The Get By remix.
Oh, yeah, that's a dope one, too.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Get By was already a dope-ass fucking song by itself. Just based off the everything. That whole song was perfect. It was a perfect one for Kweli for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know where you come with the Get By concept.
I don't know, man. But that, and then, of course, you get Kanye in classic form with the beats on that one. Like, he killed it. Like, everybody.
But the remix was...
That was only missing DMX.
Oh, man, that would have been fire with DMX on it.
That was only missing DMX to me.
Busta, Jay, Most, Kanye, and Kweli.
Kanye had a verse on that one?
Yeah.
Really?
Simone, piano flow.
Okay, yeah. I don't know why I forgot about that.
Angelo and gave it to it.
I must have missed that one, but it's a tough one. There's a lot of dudes out there killing on that one. So who had the best verse on that? I'm going with Jay. I think Jay had the best verse.
Kanye.
You think Kanye? You think Jay did?
The best verse. Yeah, like he murked that shit. I was like,
man, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that. Yeah, but I'm gonna stick with Jay on that one. Yeah,
Jay had a dope ass verse.
Yeah, there's really.
Oh, that nigga Kweli was a close second too, because the nigga said even Jesus was stoned before receiving the throne. I'm like, yikes.
Yeah, Kweli, man, that dude. Sheesh. that dude is nice, man. Yeah, that dude is
he says what the fuck he wants, bro. Like,
the dude is way too nice for his own good.
Oh shit.
All right, my last one is "Wrote My Way Out" remix. That's Royce. My Way Out. Yeah, Royce, Joyner Lucas, and Black Thought.
Yes.
And whenever you get Black and Royce on a track, it's always
you know
going.
What it is? Rap on steroids.
That shit is rap on steroids. But that shit was dope. And
for sure.
Just listening to these dudes tell different stories.
Yes.
And like just that line when Black Thought was all graffiti on the wall when my ancestors was purchased. I was like, yeah, nigga, you. All right, we doing this. We doing this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So for me, I would say the best verse. I'm gonna go with Joyner on that one, and that's saying a lot, man. He was holding his own with two titans, bro.
Telling you,
two straight up titans.
I'm inclined to agree. Joyner had to be.
Joyner went in on that one, man, and he was holding his own, and it's no tall feat, man. It's no easy order.
Nah, because
you talk about two legends,
and fucking Royce,
Black Thought, and Royce, and Black Thought.
How do you?
These niggas have never missed, as far as I'm concerned.
These niggas do what they do. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing.
Indubitably.
All
right, so what's your last one?
That was my last one.
Oh yeah, because we both had round 4.
Yeah.
Nice.
Round 4 was a big song. I remember that.
I'm still saying y'all got to go check out round 4. Round 4 was dope.
Round 4, Hey Ray Crew, down for whatever y'all niggas want to do. Because AC.
Yep.
What? I love that damn song. Never love. Oh, like niggas. Beastie. Everybody was beastie on there. Rifleman was a beast. Man, they niggas is beast.
Everybody. And it was like 16, 17, 18 niggas on that song?
Hell yeah. There's
a lot of dudes on that one. So
the beat switched up crazy.
Yeah, it was just perfect. It was perfect, man. And that's classic Cali shit. If you, like I said, it's probably not, a lot of people probably don't know about it. You go catch that on Spotify. Round 2. Round 4, I don't know what else to tell you, man. That shit is just dope.
It's just fucking nice, nigga. Shout out to the ones that didn't make it. Touch It, the remix is a pretty dope one.
Yeah.
What's up?
I had Just Begun by Jay Electronica. Kweli Most Def was right on the cusp of making that one.
Hell yeah, I feel that. Because damn.
Yeah.
Oh, Gorilla Monsoon rap for sure.
Yep.
Because that shit was fun. That shit was beastie.
There's a lot. Let me know what you guys' favorite Posse cuts are. Also, you know, happy late birthday to my wife. My wife's birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
She's so beautiful, so amazing. And I'm never going to get enough of shouting, All right, and what you got? You got anything?
Oh, man, you know, just stay black.
Stay black.
Don't die, though. It's so much more than just stay black and die.
Yeah.
Shout out to Black Star.
Shout out to Black Star.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we supposed to. We gotta thrive out here. You know what I'm saying? Like we all we got. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm letting you know. This culture's ours. We branded this shit. We expanded it, and you know, man, I love it. And I love it for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody do their thing. Facts.
Also, Locks Dipset Tuesday.
Oh, nigga, it's going down.
You got to tell. Well, this is gonna come out Tuesday, so tonight, whenever you listen to it, this day that this episode comes out, Locks and Dipset. Yeah. We are going to be reviewing that
scorecard.
We're gonna do a scorecard.
Talk about it on the next show. It's going down, baby.
It's going down like the Titanic.
Why?
Or like Frasier. Wow. Or like I don't escalators and elevators. And
like DJ,
that's it. That's all I got.
Like DJ Quick and Tony.
That's not down. Oh, let's get down. Okay, I said.
That was another one.
That was the other one.
Down. That was another Posse cut.
That was a good one. Mossberg had the best. Mossberg had the best one. Rest in peace.
Yeah, that dude was a beast on that one for sure. Sugar Free was just funny. He just
Sugar Free did what he did.
AMG's voice is funny to me, and Quick was just smooth as shit. So I mean, you know, what I mean, you guys make that decision. But yeah.
Well, I mean, that's it. That's all I got.
That's all I got, son.
All right. Well, you know, on that note,
holla.
That's it. That's your side. Holla.
That's it. Like Missy Elliott, nigga. Holla.
I can't with this guy. I cannot with this guy.